Beamer, Felicia Getz, Madison Pothoff, Brooke Spezialetti, Mackenzie Smay, Alicia Crady, Caitlin Keller, Morgan Monsheen, and goalie Emma Beamster.
And we're underway here inside Richard Wacker Stadium. We'll get you the Rowan University Profs starting lineup in just a few moments, see how the game plays out as of right now. Ball played along the line, whistle blown by the referee, and it looks like it's going to be Profs' ball as Alvernia looked to dump that one down.
Yeah, there's a dangerous high ball there near the heads of the Profs player. That's why they got the ball there.
And playing the ball back for Rowan.
Casey Wagner swings it out left.
Ball on the far side of the field as the Profs look to break through and get to the offensive end. Ball deflected out over towards the far sideline. And Alvernia gets it until Rowan able to sneak it away. This Profs team got a lot of fancy stick handlers, able to keep control of the ball. As we've seen, their offensive stats, 29 goals on the year for the Profs, and the defense has been stout, only giving up 9. Ball on the way through, Rowan gets shot in on net. Deke around, fakes it, spins around, shoots, saved off the goal line and cleared out.
So it's a tremendous shot by Guinan right there, just off the post of the net.
Guinan had a great opportunity in one-on-one with the keeper. Tried to spin around and go the other way, and if not for a goal line clearance from the Golden Wolves, the Profs would be up with an early 1-0 lead. But the score still stays even at 0 apiece. Whistle blown, and it's going to be Alvernia ball.
Magdalene was called for the foul there, hitting her stick on the Wolves' stick.
Alvernia trying to find their way through the Profs press. They can't.
Castellanola now dribbling into the circle. Just got fouled right outside of it.
She'll drop it back all the way to her defensive teammate. Alvernia trying to apply the same pressure Rowan is, and whistle blown. Rowan's going to keep possession.
This Fox pass to the right, trying to get it to Boyle, but it was stolen.
And whistle blown as Alvernia had control of the ball, and they're going to still keep possession. The Profs will have to move back in their defensive end. Starting lineup for your Rowan University Profs: Dana DeVincent, Liz Fox, Alyssa Magliaro, Christina Castagnola, Melissa Donaldson, Casey Wagner, Bridget Gwinnen, Vicky Harper, Christina Hovell, Bridget Boyle, and in goal, Morgan Novak, the senior goalkeeper, also one of the captains. Along with Novak, a captain in Bridget Boyle, and Casey Wagner as well, all three of them seniors. But one thing we had talked about before the game, Tony, is they have the 3 senior captains who have been with the team for quite a long time, but the girl up top on the stat sheet, the 3 top point getters for this Profs team, all sophomores.
Yeah, it's really incredible after coming off a 22-1 season, losing in the semifinals of the NJAC play. The Profs are coming back stronger than ever. Ova leads the team with 10 goals on the season and 21 points.
As play will reset at about the 25-yard line on the field, Alvernia gets a chance in the offensive end. Their first. Golden Wolves moving over towards the ball in the corner. Whistle blown. And it looks like it's going to be Profs' ball.
Now it is a corner for the Alvernia Wolves right now.
Pardon me, Tony's correct. A corner for Alvernia. Their first opportunity to get themselves on the board. Obviously, we saw earlier on, Profs had a shot that was saved off the goal line by a Golden Wolves defender. Ball played in by the Golden Wolves. Gone at the top of the 15-yard line, right at the top of the circle. Shot comes in, kicked away by Novak. Alvernia keeps possession.
Great save by Novak right there.
And whistle blown, and now it'll be Profs' ball. They try and clear it out. Deflects off the stick of a Golden Wolves defender. And now both teams fighting for possession. Whistle blown once again.
Donaldson won that ball. She's looking to push it up to Boyle now.
Donaldson looking middle. Pass goes awry and right to the stick of a Golden Wolf defender. Alvernia trying to make something happen here. And Tony, we saw an early push from the Profs to start the game. About the first minute and a half, it was all Rowan in the offensive end. Alvernia stood tall, of course, the goal line clearance. And then since then, the Profs haven't been able to get the ball over midfield as Alvernia has been holding them back.
Yeah, they're very uncharacteristic, but now we have an opportunity by the Profs.
Opportunity for Rowan.
Guinan's bringing it up, shot in the circle, saved by the goalie.
Shot saved. And we have a trip as Rowan will keep the ball.
Guinan's dribbling it into the circle now, up the sideline.
Guinan trying to do a little bit of fancy stick handling, tried to maneuver around two defenders, almost did.
And she gets the corner right there. The ball is played off the defender's foot of Alvernia University.
And let's see what the Profs can do with their first corner of the game.
Boyle set to pass it in for the Profs.
Looks like Hovell over there on the far side set to pass it in.
Hovell, not Boyle.
Ball gets passed in. Shot from Rowan in on net. Blocked. Rebound. Rolling around. Goalkeeper trying to punch it away. And it looks like she was able to. Wait to see where the play develops. And back into play. Here come Alvernia looking to get out of their own defensive end, but Rowan stands tall and stops them. Ball played in. Stopped by the Golden Wolves. It looks like it rolled out of bounds. So it'll be Alvernia possession.
Pass was just a little long right there for Hovell.
Speaking of, Christina Hovell leads the team in goals with 10 and also in the points category, 21 points overall for the sophomore in Hovell. Hovell from Gibbsboro, New Jersey, went to Eastern Regional High School, certainly a field hockey powerhouse when it comes to the high school ranks in the area.
Casey Wagner was being a little too cute with her stick there, ended up losing it to Alvernia University. Looking to push now in the offensive third.
That's one of those places you don't want to get a little bit too fancy. Your own defensive end, don't want any silly turnovers. As Rowan trying to showcase out here today why they're the number 2 ranked team in all of Division III field hockey. Of course, Rowan, as you mentioned, Tony, fell in the NJAC playoffs last year, losing to TCNJ, who would eventually make an appearance in the NCAA tournament. And TCNJ has kind of been that team that's been running the NJAC in field hockey for quite a while as the ball goes out of bounds and Profs will get possession. But they've been kind of running the NJAC. Rowan's been trying to hang in there. Last year they thought it might have been their year. It just slipped through their fingertips. And now this year they look primed and ready to go, especially with a lot of young talent.
Yes, they do. After that unforeseen loss last year, they're really revved up and ready to go this season. Starting off really strong, not letting up on any team.
Ball played down. Hovell on the near side. Christina Hovell looking. Ball loose. She gets it back. Looking middle, possibly shooting. And whistle blown. Looks like it's going to be another corner opportunity for the Profs.
Good use of her stick to dribble into the circle and get the ball to bounce off one of the defenders of Alvernia University right there and receive that corner.
Oh, we had mentioned Hovell. Sophomore this year, started every single game last year. Tied for third on the team in scoring with 34 points. She had 13 goals and 8 assists. Now she's going to have an opportunity to play this one in. Just outside the circle, and the Profs lose possession but try and win it back, and they do. Rowan on the far side of the field. Trying to find a way to break through this back line of the Golden Wolves, dumped out by Alvernia, and Rowan will stay in the offensive end.
Yeah, both teams been taking turns for several minutes at a time. First it was Rowan in their attacking third, then Alvernia took it for a couple minutes, and now Rowan's back on the offensive end.
Profs looking to get the first goal of the game. They had an opportunity earlier, couldn't get it to cross the goal line into the cage. And Alvernia had about a 1-minute stint in Rowan's offensive end, but since then it's gone back and momentum has shifted with the Profs. His whistle's blown, and it looks like Alvernia is going to get possession as they dump it out over midfield. Golden Wolves trying to mount an attack. Stopped, however, by the Profs.
Donaldson called for the foul there. Wolves looking to move quickly.
As Rowan intercepts once again, another whistle. Alvernia looks like they're going to possess this one. Pass across to the far side of the field. Golden Wolves fire one into the circle, kicked away by Novak, and now the Profs with the ball almost at the end line. Whistle blown. And it's going to be Rowan ball.
Good defensive work right there. Dribble, just maintain it and get it out of their zone now.
Ball on the near side rolls out of bounds, but Rowan's still going to keep it. Ball passed in towards the middle, looking for Hovell. Hovell tries to get it. Whistle blown, and she'll leave it back.
Boyle's dribbling it in now.
Boyle with an opportunity. She loses the ball, whistle blown, and is going to stay with Alvernia now. A lot of back and forth play between these two teams. Seems as though neither team can really get many shots off. Rowan, as I mentioned, to start the broadcast, 6-0 on the season, including a huge win in the opening game of the 2019 campaign. It was away on the road at Ursinus, who's ranked currently number 10 in the country. That game went to double overtime, and the Profs took it by a 5-4 score.
I was getting fouled on multiple opportunities here, not able to get a rhythm right now on the offensive end.
It's one thing you'll start to notice if teams need a break, maybe they'll call a foul and they'll just try and get one on purpose sometimes, try and be able to set themselves back up. Some nice stick handling by the Profs on the near side.
Good work by Cassianola right there. You get another corner.
And the Profs, this will be their third corner of the game, have yet to score on one. Game still tied at 0-0, 4:35 left to go in the first quarter.
Profs look to take advantage of this is the number one way to score in field hockey, getting points off of corners.
Hovell's going to play this one in. Hovell looks, fires one in towards the top of the circle. Shot faked by Guanin. Shot now comes in, finds its way into the back of the net. Profs get on top 1-0 here in the first quarter.
Great setup right there. Past couple corners, they've been taking it, bringing it straight in and shooting. This time they fake the shot. They get an open shot from a Profs player.
Casey Wagner, the senior captain, nets the first goal of the game for Rowan, and Rowan takes the 1-0 lead. That's Wagner's first goal on the season, entered today with 2 assists.
Great shot by her. She was wide open on that play. It was great setup by the Profs.
You had mentioned number one way to score in all field hockey, off the corner kick, off the corner play. And we saw that evident right there as Wagner able to fire that one past the netminder into the cage.
Yep, able to set up your offense the way you want it and get it to the person you want to shoot it.
Profs looking to get back in the offensive end. Golden Wolves intercept. Now turning with the ball for Alvernia. Mackenzie Lillick. Profs fighting for it. Now whistle blown, and that looked to be Bridget Boyle on the contact. It'll be Rowan's ball. Good fight from Boyle.
Donaldson's looking to make a pass.
And Boyle with it in the middle of the field. Stick handling over, and ball goes out of bounds.
Just outside the stick of Cassianola right there. The pass was just a little wide. Alvernia's going to have it back in their own end.
Well, Bridget Boyle, senior forward from Medford, New Jersey, went to Shawnee High School. She's been a big part of this Profs team, and she's seen it all, being here every single year, spent 3 seasons with the team. And she's been a catalyst for why this team is ranked number 2 in the country. She may not have all the scoring statistics, has 1 goal and 4 assists, but trust me, her impact is felt every time she's on the field.
Yeah, she's always involved on the offensive play, whether she's dribbling it in, creating corners. She's always in the thick of it when it comes to scoring goals.
Profs looking to get one out wide here on the near side and hits off the stick of Gwennon. Goes out of bounds.
Boyle's fighting for it and gets the ball. Cuts it over to Cassianola.
Castagnola with the ball around the 30-yard line looking. Can't get good contact, but it slips through. Looks like Hovell trying to get over to it. Now ball played out wide.
Cassianola was fouled on there when she was trying to make that pass. Profs will have it just outside the circle.
See what the Profs can do with it. Ball passed top of the circle, now dropped back. Ball played in towards the net, deflects off a few sticks, and then rolls out of play, and it looks like Profs will maintain possession.
Donaldson looks to move quickly and get the ball up the sideline, but it's stolen.
Fight for the ball around 25-yard line. Profs come away with it. Ball centered, looking for Hovell. Hovell trying to spin around defender. She gets around her, but then a great stick check from the Golden Wolves, and they're looking to get out. I'll tell you what, Tony, it is not easy to break out when the Profs are in your offense or are in your own end, because Rowan just swarms the ball. Even when the ball gets hit, everyone their head is on a swivel just looking for where it's going to go, and they're all over.
They are. Every time they're in there, even the defenders are all moving up, covering any of the other team's players. So if they do get the ball, there's no passing lanes. They smother every one of the people they could go to, and that's how they're able to get quick turnovers and great opportunities to score.
Alvernia is going to start with the ball around their own defensive end. Now they cross midfield. Defense played by the Profs, and they end up with possession. Ball looking in the center for Castagnola, rolls all the way through, intercepted by the Golden Wolves. Down to 20 seconds now left in the first quarter. Profs with the 1-0 lead over Alvernia.
One last push by the Profs right here. Hovel's in the circle.
Hovel looking. Ball poked away. And time is going to continue to wind. 5-4. And trying to get this off quick, and it's too late as the quarter ends. Profs with a 1-0 lead heading into the second quarter. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick step off. When we come back, though, second quarter action between the Rowan University Profs and the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. We'll be right back here on OwnAthletics.com.
Favorite sports movie?
Miracle for sure.
Ooh, Miracle, nice.
Favorite sports movie? Probably Miracle, I guess. I don't know. Sports.
Sandlot.
Favorite sports movie?
Oh, I can't remember what the name of it is. The one with the girls that are playing baseball. Yeah,
League.
Oh, Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. The Water Boy.
The Water Boy.
So she just said.
Adam Sandler's great. What is it called with Adam Sandler? Happy Gilmore, is that what it's called? With the golf? Yeah, that one is great.
Back here for second quarter action between the number 2 ranked Rowan University Profs and the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. 1-0 lead for Rowan as we get ready to start the second quarter. And Tony, we had talked about this could be the most important quarter for the Profs in this game. They have the most goals in the second quarter this season with 12. Their next best is in the first quarter with 6. So with 12 goals scored in the second quarter, you look at the other side with Alvernia, they have yet to put one in the cage in the second quarter. So this could be a big spot for the Profs to take a bigger advantage.
Yeah, the Profs are 6-0 in the season, and they've been able to pull away from a lot of their teams in the second quarter here. They've been scoring multiple games throughout the season, and when that happens, the other team really feels it, and by the time it gets to the second half, their momentum is just drained from them. Rowan has all the momentum going into the second half. There's a big quarter here because they let them get back into it. The game could be really tight and motivated into the third.
And Alvernia is going to start the second quarter with possession. Profs doing a great job on the defensive end, but Alvernia doing even better as they get it back. Ball played in towards the circle. Novak's going to kick this one away.
That was the first time that Felicia Getz, one of their leading scorers on the team, was able to get a touch on the ball today and make something happen. And this is her first real touch she's gotten, and Alvernia Wolves have now gotten their second corner on the game for it.
They're going to get another corner. Let's see if Alvernia can answer. The Profs, of course, scored on their third corner opportunity of the game towards the end of the first quarter. See if Alvernia can close the gap and retie this game. Ball played in off the stick of one Golden Wolf over to the other, top right of the circle, shot fired in. Ball rolling around and now goes out towards the back of the end zone. And Rowan will get possession.
Strong defensive stint right there by Rowan, able to keep their sticks down and really just clear it out off the Alvernia Wolf sticks.
Profs trying to find their way out of their own end. Right now, Alvernia doing a good job keeping them in there. Ball played through. Golden Wolves with a golden opportunity, but it's snuffed out by the Profs defense. Whistle blown once again. Now here's Alvernia. Golden Wolves shut down, but another whistle blown, and now they'll dump it into the circle. Ball rolling through. Novak sliding in to kick it out. And we have another whistle, but now it's going to be Profs ball.
Second time now, Alvernia is trying to push it in from a far distance outside the circle. It looks like they're just trying to slap it in to make something happen quickly.
Ball taken away, and the Golden Wolves doing a good job holding the Profs in their own end. Now the Profs with a way to get out. That was Boyle looking across. Pass went awry and out of bounds. Now ball rolling through. Rowan pinned in the corner of their own defensive end. Trying to do something with it. And now a whistle's blown. And it's going to be Alvernia possession deep in Rowan territory. Here's Boyle. Boyle getting nudged from the back. Whistle blown. It will stay with Rowan. And good work by Boyle continues to make her presence felt.
Alvernia was able to stop the break there with that foul. Might have been a good foul by them right there.
And now Rowan finally able to break out over midfield. Ball played in, rolls all the way through, finds its way past the cage and in the end zone.
Maglara had a good idea looking to send it up to Hovel, but just a little bit too much power into it and runs all the way out.
Ball ran all the way out. Golden Wolves almost pinned in. Profs trying to do it. Good defense by Boyle. Comes away with it. Heading towards the top of the circle. Hits an Alvernia player in the foot. And it looks like another penalty opportunity for the Profs.
Now, Alvernia hadn't been able to get much going, dribbling the ball up with success. So a long drive earlier by Magliaro that went out might have turned into a good thing for them because they might know that Alvernia hasn't been able to dribble it up, so they were to pounce on them, get that turnover, and create a corner right here.
Well, the penalty corner was friendly to the Profs towards the end of the first quarter. They got the goal courtesy of Casey Wagner, her first on the year, one of the team captains. Hovel hits this one in towards the top of the circle. Ball comes across. Shot fired in from the Profs, bouncing around and finds its way over here towards the near side. And Profs still fighting for possession and still having possession. Rowan along the sideline. It's Liz Fox. Whistle blown again, and another penalty corner for the Profs.
Yeah, she was able to keep that one alive when Alvernia cleared it. They thought it was just going to be a pass in from the sideline, but she was able to keep it in, caught them off guard, dribbled it back in, and award themselves with another corner.
Well, this Profs team, you look at the stats when it comes to corners, they've created 80 coming into this game, only giving up 25 on the year. They've been dominant in this category. Shot fired in, kicked away by the keeper. Rebound. Profs get the shot off again, rolling around in front of the goaltender, and now whistle blown. As a great save right there from the Golden Wolves keeper and Emma Beamsdorfer, the senior from Mannheim, PA.
Yeah, she's keeping the team in it right now. The Profs are all over them right now, getting multiple shots on net.
Profs another penalty corner opportunity. Hovel to play this one in. She does. Ball finds its way top of the circle. Shot deflects through and then rolls past the cage and out the back of the end zone. It'll still be Profs ball in the offensive end. Liz Fox has it at the top. Fox looking. Plays it over here on the near side. Finds Gwennon. Gwennon with the stick handling. Getting through two defenders. Now looking to beat a third. Still has possession of the ball before it's knocked away and now cleared out towards the near side out of bounds. Still Rowan ball.
So fancy stick work by her right there.
Alvernia doing a good job holding this Profs team. We see a lot of opportunities from Rowan already in this second quarter, but you got to give Alvernia's defense a lot of credit, Tony.
Yes, they were able to withstand that, and now Getz is taking it back up the sideline for them.
Getz brings it back up the sideline. Leading goal scorer for the Golden Wolves. Flubs the shot, now puts one on target past Novak. Whistle blown.
Might have been a call for a dangerous shot attempt right there. The stick was too high near a player's head.
Well, you could see when Getz fanned on the first attempt, she kind of panicked and went for the second one, and that's where that can sometimes happen. Can't control the stick if you're just going to flail it around. Here come the Props, a 3-on-3 break down the field. Rowan with the ball. It's Guanin. And whistle blown, it'll still be Props ball. Props with the ball. Get it started. Ball goes out of bounds. Christina Castagnola trying to find her way and maneuver along the sideline. Now the Props with the ball on their own end. Looks to be Donaldson fighting for that one.
Yeah, she's been really good on the defensive end tonight, not letting anybody get by her.
And now here come the Golden Wolves. Can they keep that one in? They cannot. It goes over the line. Props will get possession. Props looking to put the ball back in play. Ball played over, looking for Castagnola. Gets by her stick, goes out of bounds. Alvernia takes possession. Good defense again by Donaldson as she tried to get the ball away from Regan Downey.
Yeah, the Props have been able to get the ball out quickly every time it's been in their end. See if they can do it here.
Ball bouncing around the inside of the circle before it's cleared out by Rowan. Chasing after the ball for the Props, Vicky Harper. And now Alvernia keeping it in this end. Whistle blown, it'll be Alvernia ball. 7:45 left to go in the second quarter. 1-0 Props still have the lead, trying to get another insurance goal. Alvernia, meanwhile, trying to tie this game back up and make it a whole new ball game. Running through with the ball is the Props. Guinan trying to apply the pressure. And Guinan whistled for the foul. It'll be Alvernia ball.
A little bit of bump on her on that play right there. That's why they're called for the foul.
It looked like Guinan tried to use the speed but was matched in that category, and then had to use a little bit of a bump to try and slow her down, get it more of an advantage, but the referee saw that one all the way.
Alvernia got positioning on that one. That's why they got the call.
Certainly got the call on that one. Now Rowan trying to fight for it. Looked to be Hovell. She's knocked over, and it'll be Props ball. Well, Tony, the last time these two teams played came last year, September 26th. Rowan got the 4-0 victory over Alvernia. It was on the road in Reading, PA. Scoring in that game, Bridget Guinan, Liz Fox, Christina Hovell, and Julie Johnson for the Props.
Spread it around a lot that game. Leading goals for this year, Hovell did get involved in it, but they were able to spread it around, and they're not just one-dimensional when it comes to the scoring opportunities.
Ball played in, deflected off the stick of Hovell, and then kicked away by Beamsdorfer. And in that game, when it finished, the Props went to 9-0. Meanwhile, Alvernia dropped to 4-5. And right now, Props undefeated once again facing Alvernia, as we're going to have another penalty corner and a chance for the Props to get themselves back on the board. But once again, as the Props face the Golden Wolves, they're undefeated, a 6-0 record. Meanwhile, on the other end, Alvernia 5-3, trying to get their 6th win.
It's been a tough game so far with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Props are only up 1-0, probably hoping to be up more by now. They don't want to go into the third quarter only up 1-0. Could give some hope for Alvernia going into it.
Ball played in by Hovell, fanned on the far side by McCabe, the sophomore forward. Now Alvernia's got the ball just at the top of their own circle. Ball looked to be dumped out. Good defense from the Props. Donaldson gets a piece of it.
The Props being able to just block off all the passing lanes tonight for Alvernia. Haven't been able to get anything going.
Ball played through the middle of the field, intercepted. Comes Rowan, ball played into Hovell, gets the shot off just wide of the cage. And another opportunity for the Props goes by the wayside. They still have the 1-0 lead here in Glassboro, New Jersey.
Great opportunity there to, after the errant pass by Alvernia, they were to take take advantage of it and get a shot up by Hovell. It's just barely wide, as you mentioned.
Donaldson fighting for the ball, losing out on possession, and that's Getz. Getz looking, finding her teammate up top. Almost good combination play for Alvernia at first, but snuffed out by the Profs defense. Castagnola looking, good stick handling, breaks through 4 defenders, and she finds her way onto the 40-yard line before it's taken away by Beamer. And now whistle blown. The Profs will get back on defense as Alvernia gets possession. Ball in the middle of the field. Alvernia coming down. Golden Wolves with possession. It was Downey looking over towards Getz in front of the net. Flubs on the shot again. Still with it. Now whistle blown. And Profs ball.
Good defense right there by the Profs just to keep composure on that missed shot by her. Didn't go reaching for and cause a penalty.
Well, Donaldson has been locking down this near side right here, and every time Getz, the leading goal scorer for the Golden Wolves, comes bearing down, Donaldson's there waiting for her to make the play. Casey Wagner also making an impact on the defensive end, as expected. Ball played in, high in the air, inside the circle. Alvernia might have a chance. Ball looked to be attempted to pass it across. And instead, a whistle blown, but it will be a penalty corner for the Golden Wolves.
Alvernia has had very few corner attempts tonight. Looking to take advantage here as they haven't been able to get in and get clean shots off.
See what Alvernia can make of their penalty corner. Ball played in by the Golden Wolves. Over towards the top of the circle, played in once again. Ball passed across. Alvernia gets a shot off. Kick saved by Novak, now with a full stretch. And the ball still sitting there in a sea of bodies. Finally squirts out before a whistle's blown. It'll be a Rowan ball. That ball almost split the wickets of Novak, but instead closes them shut, doesn't get beat on the 5-hole, and she keeps the shutout going.
Yeah, she's able to block the shot of Groves right there. As you mentioned, closing the legs up right there, keeping it from going in. Really good save to keep the game 1-0 for the Profs.
On the far side of the field is Fox. Whistle blown, she still has it. Now has possession, can't get good contact on that one. Looks like she took her eye off of it as she swung through. Ball rolls back to Wagner, but there's a whistle blown. And Rowan will have the ball. Ball swung back, finds Wagner, senior captain. Looks towards the middle of the field, finds Boyle. Bridget Boyle weaving through 2 defenders now, crossing in top of the circle, looking, getting a shot off, deflects, and just goes wide of the cage once again.
She really showed off her speed right there, just bursting by the defenders. And that shot, once again, just barely misses the cage. Profs looking to steal the ball, make another chance happen.
Tony, lots of good opportunities for the Profs here in this second quarter. Just haven't gotten one to cross the line. Let's see if they can do it here with a minute and a half left to go in the second quarter. Whistle blown. Will be Alvernia ball. Ball played to midfield. Fighting for it on the far side. And now whistle blown. It'll be a Golden Wolves possession.
Could potentially be the last chance of the quarter for them, looking to make something happen.
Once again, good defense this time by Boyle as she was stride for stride with Getz running into the near side corner. And Donaldson looking, goes middle. Whistle blown, and now Alvernia with a chance.
Foul on Fox there, giving them the opportunity, but they get it right back.
Shot just missed, and Rowan gets the ball once again, coming across the middle of the field. 37 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Can the Profs get the insurance goal they're looking for? Here's Hovell. Hovell shot to the far post. Rebound off the goal line by Alvernia again and cleared out to the far side. And now it goes out of bounds. Castagnola looking to play it in. Cross it in towards the keeper. Ball in the air. Punched at. And the whistle's blown. It'll be a penalty corner for the Profs with 13.8 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, defensive player Spezialetti of Alvernia University saved that when it was on the goal line right there. Vel Organa would have had that easily if it wasn't for her.
Well, 13.8 left to go here in the second quarter. Across the 1-0 lead over the Golden Wolves from Alvernia University. Can Rowan get an insurance goal before the end of the second? Played in by Hovell, top of the circle, shot, rolls in, and whistle blown. Are they going to count it? Doesn't look like it. Couldn't tell the ball went in the net. So whistle blown, waiting to see what the call is going to be.
Looks like she was awarded a penalty shot on the foul.
So a penalty shot with 5.8 left to go.
Yeah, for this one, she can't actually swing at it. She's got to keep her stick on the ground and push it into the net.
Here comes the penalty stroke from Rowan. Hovell is going to take it, fires it, and in the back of the net.
Great play by her to go upper left in there into the cage. Really wasn't able to stop that.
Christina Hovell continues to make things happen on the offensive end, this time off a penalty stroke. Her 11th goal on the year, and the Profs get that much-needed insurance goal. It's now 2-0 with 5.8 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, great goal right before the half ends as well.
And right there you have it. Siren goes off on the scoreboard towards the athletic building. And that'll do it for the second quarter here in Glassboro, New Jersey. Rowan Profs lead the Alvernia University Golden Wolves by a score of 2-0 as we head into the break. We'll be back with third quarter action in a little bit right here on RowanAthletics.com.
Yeah.
What's your debit pin? What's your
Hustle. Let's go. Hustle.
Look at what happened to my Tragus. It got one of those bumps. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. My cartilage has one. I'm going to study past it for now, and then stay in that line, and then replace me after. Good. Good work, Liv. Oh! No.
It feel case good?
Good to go. Can, depending on where the ball is. I think it's just a roll, though. I'm sweating my eyes right now. I'm sweating my eyes. Keep it up, girls! Yeah, I'm just gonna stay back here because I think I'm gonna play defense in circle, I'm guessing. No, it's a flat pass. Guys, this one's a flat along the 40. Yeah. Stay with Liz. Here you go, sweep it, sweep it. Oh my God, beat. I'm gonna roll on this one.
Who do you guys have this week?
Stevenson on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
It's Stevenson, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. And I'm off Saturday.
Cool.
What is that? What's a spirit animal?
Oh, white tiger.
Giraffe. Spirit animal, chinchilla.
Dolphin. Cheetah. A giraffe.
Dolphin.
Spirit animal.
A kangaroo.
Chipmunk.
I guess I would say is like a seal.
Favorite sports movie?
Miracle for sure.
Ooh, Miracle on Ice.
Favorite sports movie? Probably Miracle, I guess. Not a huge sport.
Sandlot.
Favorite sports movie?
Oh, I can't remember what the name of it is. Not with the girls that are playing baseball. Yeah, League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own.
Oh, Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
The Water Boy.
The Water Boy.
So she just said.
Adam Sandler's great. Oh, what is it called with Adam Sandler? Happy Gilmore, is that what it's called? With the golf? Yeah, that one is great.
How many holes does a straw have?
1.
How many holes does a straw have? 2. 1.
2.
1! It has 1! It's 1 hole.
1.
2. Unless you like break it and then it's like 3 or 4.
1. 1 long one. No, 2.
1.
You know when you get like that bendy straw and you bend it so many times that it breaks?
How many holes does a straw have?
1.
Wait, no. 2?
At least 2.
So.
At least 2. Maybe more. It depends on, if it's a multiple straw and it has like more holes.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Is this thing on? Yeah.
Glassboro, New Jersey. I'm Mark Achtelli alongside Tony Fedori, and we're here to bring second half action between the Rowan University Profs field hockey team and the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. Right now, Tony, the Profs, a 2-0 lead courtesy of a goal from Casey Wagner, her first on the year, assisted by Bridget Guinan back in the first quarter. And then in the final seconds of the second quarter, off a penalty stroke, Christina Hovell struck for her 11th goal on the season. And that's how the Profs have the 2-0 lead. And, Tony, we take a look at the team stats. 2-0 for the Profs on the goals on the scoreboard. And then look at the shot count. 14 for the Profs, only 4 for the Golden Wolves. Then the corner count, 8 corners for this Rowan team, and only 3 for the Alvernia Golden Wolves.
Yeah, starting off with that first goal by Casey Wagner, it definitely looks like something the coach has been drawing up in practice and they've been working on. The first couple shots were, as soon as they got at the top of the circle, they brought it right in and shot right away. But this time, as you mentioned, Guinan passes it over to the left side to Wagner, and Alvernia Wolves just weren't ready for it. She had a clear shot, just went straight to the back of the net. And since then, they've just been on the attack. There's been moments where the Wolves have had opportunities to score, but nothing really that just felt like they were gaining momentum to make something happen. It all just came off of little miss errors or miscues by the Profs and them getting a luck corner or a luck foul. So the Profs are looking really good, really dangerous. Only up 2-0. They want to score a couple more. This game is still close and not out of it at all for the Wolves.
And here we are back underway, starting the second half in the third quarter. Rowan started with the ball. They'll keep possession in the offensive end. Profs with the ball on the far side. Whistle blown. And it'll be Alvernia ball. Golden Wolves with possession in their own defensive end, rotating the ball from the far side over to the near side. Ball deflects off the stick of a defender, and now a great defensive effort by the Profs to get the ball. Running over a player for Rowan is Alyssa Magliaro, the freshman forward, and she gets called for the foul.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there, trying to get the ball into the circle, just runs over the defender. They're going to call that every single time.
She knocked over Madison Pothoff of the Golden Wolves. And Alvernia with possession on the far end. Whistle blown, and
looked like she stepped out of bounds right there on the far side.
So if she stepped out of bounds, the Profs will get the ball here in the offensive zone. Ball played in, intercepted by the Golden Wolves. Hovell trying to play some good defense, able to get the ball away, but then stolen back by the Golden Wolves. Now Rowan does a good job holding possession. Ball played out wide, looking for Boyle. Came off the stick of Vicky Harper. And Alvernia pinned in their own end. Rowan not letting them get out.
Yeah, Rowan is moving quickly to the offensive players of Alvernia, just blocking every pathway to pass.
Profs with the ball. It's Boyle. Boyle looking towards the net. Ball rolling around. Deflects off of a body. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty corner opportunity for the Profs. They're ninth of the game. Yeah, they're just dominating on that end. And like I said earlier, it's the best way to score in field hockey because you can set up your offense. Profs looking to take advantage and get a goal or maybe another penalty stroke. That was believed to be their first one of the year that Hovell scored earlier in the second quarter. Trying to see if the Profs can get another goal off penalty corner. This one hidden by Hovell. Gotten at the top of the circle. Guinan fires across. Shot came from Castagnola. It went wide. It'll be Golden Wolves ball.
Yeah, it was a good place up. It was the same as the one that Casey Wagner scored early on in the game. But she just barely shot it wide on that one.
Whistle blown as Alvernia is going to come up towards midfield, trying to get out of their own end for the first time in a while. Ball played across. Did the Profs steal it away? Guinan fighting for it, trying to get it away. And Alvernia is still with it. Ball played out wide. Chasing after the ball, trying to keep it in was Alyssa Crady. She couldn't get it, and it'll be Profs ball. Now the pass down the near side goes wide. It'll be Alvernia possession.
Yeah, Profs are looking to move quickly, but it was too quickly there, and they hit it out.
Ball in the middle of the field. Here's Fox. Fox looking to pass. Ball goes through to Hovell. Can she keep it in front of her? Whistle blown. It's going to be Alvernia ball.
The Profs just looking like they're playing at another speed compared to Alvernia right now. They're just running faster to the ball and getting to everything quicker.
And right now, it's been all Profs since the start of the third quarter, Tony. We have yet to really talk about the two leading scorers on this Golden Wolf team. You look at Felicia Getz, The freshman, 6 goals, 2 assists for 14 points. Then right underneath there, Morgan Mondeshine, 6 goals, 1 assist, 13 points for her. Both of them been held silent so far by this Profs back line.
Yeah, it's been really quiet for both of them. Guess has had a few opportunities, but Mondeshine's definitely been held in check on the offensive end.
Right now the Profs in the offensive end. Donaldson finds Boyle. Boyle going along the far sideline. And chasing after it, Castagnola. Castagnola tries to put the move on the defender. Gets around, gets towards the middle of the circle. Her shot is blocked. Still holding possession, sticks flying everywhere, and now whistle blown. It's going to be Alvernia ball.
Looked like she was called there for boxing out her opponent and not dribbling the ball. You got to stay in constant motion in field hockey, else you lose possession.
And player that lost possession there, Christina Castagnola, second on this Profs team in points with 15, 6 goals, 3 assists on the season. And she's a sophomore. Last year in 2018, started all 23 games, scoring 13 goals, had 4 assists for a total of 30 points last year. Earned NJAC Rookie of the Week 4 times. So she's certainly someone that the NJAC noticed and somebody who's been a key part of this Profs team. Even being a sophomore coming into this year, she was a key part as a freshman and has just continued that momentum this year.
Yeah, she's certainly grown as a player and has become one of the leaders on the team on the field. She just is always in the thick of the things on the offensive end, really creating and starting up the offense when she dribbles it up.
And Castagnola also tied for 5th in the conference in goals last season with that 13-goal benchmark. And whistle blown as Alvernia tries to get it out of their own end, but once again they're thwarted by the Profs. Whistle blown, but now here comes Rowan. Ball down played. Trying to get a touch on that one for the Profs was Vicky Harper. Rowan will have possession in the offensive end. Ball played in, finds Fox. Fox looking for someone to play it to. She's got Castagnola right next to, decides to continue to fight through. And whistle blown, she loses possession for Rowan.
Decision there to try to dribble through the defenders there. She just wasn't able to get it through. On that one, she just lost possession. But the Profs are able to get it right back right now.
Profs continue to just force Alvernia to sit in their own end this whole quarter. Shot comes in from the Profs on the far side. Kick save. And Alvernia ball.
Every time there's been a foul committed in Alvernia's circle, the Profs are just loading up and setting up their defense. There's no passing lanes right now, and once again, they steal it off the pass again.
Profs continue to just pepper this defense. Ball almost rolls through, hits off the stick of Hovell, but now it's cleared out by Alvernia all the way to the Rowan sideline. Profs will play it in. That was Dana DeVincent's playing that one in before receiving the ball. Was Alyssa Magliero. Profs still with possession. Alvernia must be getting restless if you just think about what's going on through their minds. Can't get the ball out of the end, but the good thing for the Golden Wolves is despite all the opportunities, the Profs still are only up by 2 goals on the Golden Wolves as finally Alvernia gets through into the attacking end. And Rowan comes away with it, and now we'll go back towards midfield as the ball's dumped in.
Yeah, mentally they just must be frustrated right now. But they're only down 2-0, as you said. So that is a win for them. 1 goal can cut the deficit in half and get all the momentum back on their side.
Well, sometimes that's what you just have to do. We talked about how Rowan continues to just keep it in the offensive end, and sometimes, Tony, you just got to weather the storm. Once you get through that, you never know what could happen. Ball played up to Hovell, who loses control, and now Alvernia gets possession. Ball on the far side. Control lost by Regan Downey of the Golden Wolves.
Yeah, missed opportunity right there. It looked like she had a clear lane to take it up the left side of the field.
Ball made its way towards the middle of the circle in the Alvernia end until there's a stoppage. And the Golden Wolves will get the ball at the top of their own circle.
Alvernia has been really slow. Every time they've had the ball on offense, they should try to pick up the tempo maybe a little bit to get the Profs on their toes.
Well, the thing is, you want to pick up the tempo and try and get the Profs to start running around, but one mistake, you miss the ball, you got Rowan going the other way, taking it down your throat, which is where they've been this entire third quarter for the most part.
Yeah, they are very dangerous once they get a turnover on the other team. The Profs are really dangerous in transition.
And here come the Golden Wolves. Shot on towards the net. Ball bouncing around towards the top of the circle. Loss of control by Alvernia. And Rowan looks to clear it out.
Spezioletti looked like she had a miscommunication there. Thought she had her teammate right next to her, but she didn't.
Hovell tried to make something happen. Now pass intercepted in the middle of the field. Shot coming from the Profs, rolling through. And off the line once again by Alvernia. Boy, they love to make it close and then just knock it away.
Yeah, another great save by Beemensterfer. She's just keeping their team alive right now. If anything, that should be a little glimmer of hope for the team. The Profs might be getting frustrated not being able to put another one in.
Even with Beemsdorfer missing some shots and it might slip by, it looks like Alvernia is ready for it as they have a defensive player sitting on the goal line in front of the cage, just putting the stick down, trying to clear it out and make sure it doesn't cross.
Definitely.
Good defensive play by Rowan, and a foul's called in frustration on the part of the Profs.
Yeah, she touched that ball on the backside of her stick by Cassinola. Ref called that one right away.
Profs Faith not happy with the call either as it goes out of bounds, and the Profs will end up getting the ball back anyway. Playing the ball in, Dana DeVincent, the junior midfielder slash back from Flemington, New Jersey. As the ball went in, Castagnola looks middle, hits a Golden Wolves player right in the back. Yeah. Now Alvernia will come back this way after the stoppage. Now the ball hits the foot of Castagnola, and Alvernia keeps playing. Ball hits off a Profs defender, that's Fox, and goes out of bounds. Alvernia finally, Tony, they've been in the end maybe 2 or 3 times, but this is the first time they've had a set play able to start from outside and try and work their way in, get set up.
Yes, it could be their one and only chance right now in the third quarter. They got to make something happen. But right as I say that, Cassinola steals it.
Castagnola continuing to do good. Here's Guinan. Guinan sprinting down. Has got 2 defenders on her back. Guinan pass across in front of the net. Profs with an opportunity. Shot just wide of the cage. As a golden opportunity for the Profs to make it 3-0. Just misses the post. And in on that shot was Alyssa Magliaro, the freshman forward from White House Station, New Jersey. She had a big chance there, but also give credit to Beemsdorfer for coming out of the net, cutting off the angle.
Yeah, another one-on-one opportunity right there, but Beemsdorfer once again just stops them.
As the ball rolls out of bounds, it'll be Alvernia possession. Minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. Profs lead 2-0. Here in Glassboro, New Jersey. Ball played towards the front of the net, deflected, and goes out. It'll be Golden Wolves ball.
It's a good shot created by Cassinola right there. Looked to pass it in possibly to one of her Prof teammates, but they just missed on it as the shot was pretty hard.
Alvernia trying to get out of their own end. Some fancy stick handling, couldn't get the job done, but they'll still have possession around the 30-yard line as they work their way towards midfield. Ball played back, applying the pressure are the Profs. And it goes out of bounds, and Castagnola is going to hit this one back in play. Castagnola looking for the near post, trying to find her forward, and Magliaro.
Yeah, just a mishit shot right there. A little too wide to the left on that one.
Ball played out wide by Alvernia. Played down the sideline, intercepted by Castagnola. She gets blown for a foul. And that'll do it for the third quarter. So the Profs take a 2-0 lead into the final quarter as they're trying to keep themselves at number 2 in the country. We'll be back here. Profs versus Golden Wolves right here on RowanAthletics.com. Back here inside Coach Richard Wacker Stadium on the campus of Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. Mark Echtelli alongside Tony Fedori here to bring you fourth quarter action between the Rowan University Profs number 2 ranked field hockey team in all of Division III as they continue to face the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. A 2-0 lead for the Profs right now, Tony, and 18 shots for Rowan compared to 4 for Alvernia. And you have to think the reason Alvernia is still in this game where they are is because of Emma Beamsder for the senior goalkeeper. Look at the save count, has 11 saves on 17 shots faced.
Yeah, she's the one reason they're really in this game still. And what felt like a very dominant third quarter for the Profs, they only ended up getting 4 shots on net that quarter, and they just weren't able to put one home.
Here's an opportunity for the Profs. They find their way into the circle. Fighting for the ball, and now whistle blown. It's going to be Alvernia ball. And 50-50 battles has kind of been a story of this night, and right now the Profs have come out with a majority of them. And the main part is it's been really in the Alvernia end when these 50-50 balls happen. The ball kind of rolls out towards the sideline, and the second the Profs sense that ball going towards the corner, what they want to do is they want to pin the Golden Wolves in that corner and make sure they can't break out, and they've been working that to perfection all night long.
Yeah, the Wolves just seem like they're panicking and afraid. They just want to get the ball out of their zone, so they're just doing anything they can to push it up. And the Profs are just taking every chance they can, being aggressive, jumping on those passes and getting to them.
Whistle blown as Rowan will get the ball around the 20-yard line just outside the circle. Now the whistle blown again. When the Profs trying to get a scoring chance going, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty corner for Rowan.
Will be their 10th corner of the night for the Profs right now. Looking to play their second goal off of corners.
See if Rowan can add to the lead. 2-0 advantage right now over Alvernia, 13-42. Left to go in tonight's contest. Hovell will hit this one in and center it. Ball played in. Maggie Laro looking, fires one in towards the net. Ball comes off the ground in the air, and it'll be Alvernia ball.
Yeah, it all started when she just mishandled it off pass from Hovell there, and then she just had to work her way in. It was a mistimed shot with a high stick.
Rowan steals it in the offensive end. Guinan looking middle. Her pass intercepted and dumped out by the Golden Wolves. Chasing after it, Castagnola. Castagnola looking. Trying to find Fox in the middle of the field. Ball cleared out once again by Alvernia. And it'll be played in by DeVincent. She flicks this one over towards one of the props forwards as it's stolen away by Rachel Stone. And whistle blown, it'll be Alvernia ball. Rachel Stone getting some time in the game right now. Freshman midfielder from Flemington, New Jersey.
Yeah, she's made some appearances in previous games this season. Has played well.
Hovell coming in from the sideline, enters the circle as the ball goes on the far side of the field.
Alvernia is just looking to clear right now, not even worried about trying to score, pushing into offensive end. Just want to get it out.
Boyle was fighting for it on the far side, almost had it taken away, but she'll get the ball on a restart in the corner. Boyle has got two defenders in front of her, trying to maneuver her way through. Stick falls out of her hand. A whistle blown. And Alvernia concedes the penalty corner once again to the Profs.
Yeah, the Alvernia just doesn't look like they have any life right now. They're trying to score at all. They're just worried about playing defense right now and clearing the ball every time. They got to have more of an offensive mindset and really try to push the ball out quicker.
Even when the Golden Wolves have got the ball on the offensive end, haven't really been able to do much with it because how good this Profs defense has been. Hovell knocks it in. Finds Wagner. Wagner fires in a shot. Deflects wide. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Alvernia possession.
Yeah, anytime those shots are missed wide, the Profs are just able to set up their defense accordingly. So let's see how Alvernia handles it once now they're set up.
Almost 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter of a 2-0 game where the Profs have the lead. Ball centered. Now ball goes to Hovell. Here's Guinan. Pass deflected. Excuse me, that's Harper. And now it's cleared out. And Alvernia is going to start it from the corner.
Way back in their own end right now.
You can just see it as a stick hits the ground. It's the stick of Castagnola. She'll walk on over to pick it up. Here's Fox looking across for Donaldson.
Cassino looked frustrated on the no call there. I believe she deserved one. Her stick flew out of her hands.
Wagner. Ball passed across to DeVincent. DeVincent's out wide to Castagnola. Great stick handling as she weaves her way through two defenders. Castagnola hit again. This time she gets that foul call just over midfield.
Looked like as she was dribbling, she tried to dribble into the defender of the Wolves right there and draw that call. Nice offensive play by her.
Ball cleared out by the Golden Wolves. Possession for the Profs once again. DeVincent to put the ball back in play. Ball knocked down. Here's Hovell in the corner. Hovell looking, and the ball rolls off her stick and out of bounds, and Alvernia will take control.
Yeah, the Profs just looking to keep it in Alvernia's end right now. They want to score, but their main goal is just keeping it out of their end right now as the clock dwindles.
DeVincent with the ball on the sideline, fakes it back to Wagner. Now goes sideline. And whistle blown as Castagnola tried to find her way through a sea of defenders, which we've seen her do multiple times already tonight.
It's a nice spin move she did right there to draw the foul. And now Hovell's in circle.
Hovell looking in the circle, tried to get something off, gets tripped up. And another penalty corner for Rowan.
Another opportunity for the Profs. I believe this is their 12th corner of the game already.
Well, Rowan continues to force opportunities, and when you're in the offensive end for as much time as they are, you kind of expect to see a lot of corners on the stat sheet, which has been the case here tonight. Hovell will put this one in to the top of the circle. Here's Guinan. Guinan looking for an opening, firing a shot, deflects, pops in the air, rolls behind the cage. And Alvernia will take control of the ball.
Yeah, after giving up 2 goals in the first half, Alvernia has been real stout on defense. Hasn't given up one yet in the second half.
Profs with 12 corners compared to the Golden Wolves 3. 13 shots on goal for Rowan, only 3 for Alvernia. So you can see where the offense has been leaning for most of this game. And Tony, you go back to the first half, it was pretty even for a certain point in the first half as the ball comes through. Diving save by Beamsder for whistle blown. And Alvernia will get to clear this one out. But there was a point, probably after the Profs scored in the first quarter, going into most of the second quarter, which is where we thought they were going to be their most dominant going by the stats. It was a pretty even game going back and forth. And then the second halftime hit, and we came back to start second half. It's been all Profs the entire way.
Yeah, I really think it turned once there was only about 6 or 7 seconds left in the second quarter, and Hovell got the penalty score. I think that really took some life out of Alvernia University. They thought they were going into the half with only down 1-0, but they went up that second goal right before half. Must have took a toll on them, and it really brought a lot of energy and momentum for the Profs as well.
Also, we had talked about, when you're stuck in your own end, both of us played sports before, and the frustration when you just can't get any offense going. And then at the time, you kind of lose your composure when you let frustration take over.
Definitely.
And then the simple mistakes start to happen when you finally have those opportunities. You end up turning the ball over, and then the frustration continues to build, and it's really a snowball effect.
Mm-hmm.
As the Profs have the ball in the offensive end, trying to get a third goal here in Glassboro. Ball dumped out, whistle blown. It'll be Alvernia ball. 6.5 to go in tonight's game, 2-0. The number 2 nationally ranked Rowan University Profs lead Alvernia Golden Wolves.
Yeah, not only do Alvernia have to worry about getting past stout Rowan defense, and they're playing against the clock. Only 6 minutes to go, as you said.
Here's Alvernia scoring opportunity. Novak trying to kick it out, falls to the ground, whistle blown. And it'll be Profs ball at what it looks like on the far side. And you mentioned the Profs stout defense. I mean, we saw it there. Now, granted, Novak came out and cut the angle off, and now pass intercepted. Alvernia with an opportunity. Ball put towards the net, rolling through towards the back end of the circle. And ball deflects now out of bounds. And it looks like Alvernia is going to get possession just at the top of the attacking third. When you look at that defensive stats, within the last 3 games, Tony, the Profs have only given up 2 goals. 2 of those games were shutouts, where they shut out Cabrini 7-0, beat Haverford 1-0, and then their last game at home here against Stevenson won by a score of 7-2. So if they can keep this scoreline where it is, the Profs will get their 3rd shutout in 4 games.
Yeah, in that game when they went 7-2 against Stevenson, there were 2 late goals. They were just trying to get some freshmen some work late in the game. This team has really been dominant on the defensive end. Haven't been giving up any goals when their full starting lineups in.
Profs defense is great, and so is the keeper in Morgan Novak, senior from Jackson, New Jersey. Went to Jackson Memorial High School. As whistles blown, Alvernia still in the offensive end. Profs trying to get it out. Alvernia fires a shot towards the net, rolls through, kicked away by Novak, bounces around. And whistle blown. It looks like it'll be maybe a penalty corner for Alvernia, and it will be.
Alvernia is starting to show a little more life right now at the end of the 4th quarter. Could be a little too late, though. But if they can score here, they'll still have plenty of time to get that 2nd goal to tie it up.
We're talking about Morgan Novak, played in 27 career games, making 4 starts coming into this year. Started every game so far in the 2019 season. Was able to stop 88 shots last season with an 83 save percentage, allowing less than a goal per game. As ball played in, shot blocked and dumped out by Rowan. And it's a 2-on-1 break for the Profs. Coming down the far side for Rowan. Ball played through, it's Guinan. Guinan to Hovell. Hovell fighting off defenders. Can she get a shot off? Whistle blown as Hovell hit the deck. And a penalty corner for the Profs once again.
Yeah, right there. As we talked about earlier, the Alvernia University was trying to be aggressive there, and they committed a turnover, and the Profs took advantage and quickly had the 2-on-1 where Hovell almost scored there.
Another note about Profs netminder Morgan Novak. She was selected to as the NJAC Defensive Player of the Week 2 times last year, and also was 9th in save percentage and 12th in goals against average in all of Division III field hockey. Profs with an opportunity, shot towards the net, kicked away by Beamsdorfer. Alvernia looks to clear it out. Whistle blown, Alvernia will get possession. Less than 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter of a 2-0 game where the Profs have the lead over the Golden Wolves. Profs bearing down on the circle. And we have a stoppage. Looks to be another penalty corner for the Profs. And you can see Alvernia with time dwindling down. Still plenty of time to score 2 goals if they're able to get it in the offensive end and get an opportunity. But right now, with the way it's been going, they're trying to do whatever they can to get the ball from the Profs, and it's just resulting in penalty corner after penalty corner.
Yeah, besides that small stint for about a minute or so, Alvernia had it in Rowan's end. They haven't been able to get the ball at all, nowhere near there.
Ball played in. Played across. Finds its way to Guinan. Guinan goes around one defender, takes a shot, and goes out of bounds. It'll be Alvernia possession. Guinan able to get that shot off. She's been a pretty important part for this Profs team. Only a sophomore, one of those 3 sophomores that is leading this Profs team in the points department. She's 3rd on the list behind Castagnola and Christina Hovell. But you look at what Guinan was able to do last year for the Profs. Started every single game. Was 2nd in scoring with 41 points total on the season. She had 18 goals and 5 assists, including, here's the big one, 5 game-winning goals. So Guinan, as a freshman, was able to prove how important she can be and what she can do in those intense, tight situations where you're trying to win the game in those close ones.
Yeah, every team wants a certain clutch player who are just able to make plays late in games, and that was her. And with players like Hovell and Cassianola right now leading above her in scoring right now in the season, when teams focus on them, they leave Guinan open and available to take one-on-one opportunities to score. She's taking full advantage of them.
Well, we've been able to see tonight she's got pretty good stick handling, kind of able to impose her will through the middle of the field, get around defenders, get a shot off, or even a good pass. She's very good at creating space for herself, getting around defenders. Her as well as Castagnola. We've seen Castagnola split a sea of defenders at least 2 or 3 times tonight. And it just shows how much skill this Profs team has. And the crazy thing is just some of their star players are only sophomores and still have 2 years to go with the squad. So you could potentially be looking at the next powerhouse in Division III field hockey. And this Profs team, we know what one of their biggest goals is, take away the national perspective, go just in conference. They want to dethrone TCNJ, and everyone here knows that, and everyone on that team would probably agree with that statement. They just want to dethrone TCNJ. As the Profs get a shot off, kicked away by Beamsdorfer, and cleared out by Alvernia.
Yeah, it's just a great mindset for them to have right now. They don't want to think big picture even after the big season they just have.
Ball goes out of bounds. And it looks like maybe another penalty corner for the Profs.
Just over a minute remains now in the fourth quarter. And the Profs have another corner.
We were just talking about the NJAC. Speaking of the NJAC, 4 NJAC teams, Tony, are in the top 20 teams in all of NCAA Division III field hockey. Of course, your own Profs, the number 2 ranked team in the country. Right behind him at number 3, those dreaded TCNJ Lions at number 11, the Montclair State Redhawks. And at number 20, how about the Kane University Cougars, 8-1 on the year. They just made it into the top 20 after not being ranked last week.
Yeah, the NJAC is full of tough competitors right now. And the Profs are just looking to take care of business, as you said, beat them, those teams first, and then worry about nationally later.
Conference is a big deal for this Profs team, and speaking of which, conference play gets underway following their next game. As the ball inside the circle, shot just wide by Rowan. And once again, they fail to put another goal in, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter much, as with 38 seconds left to go in the game and the Profs with a 2-0 lead. Looks like this one almost done and dusted, but their next game on the road at University of Lynchburg, and then after that, they stay on the road, but they open up NJAC play at William Patterson, and they'll return home on October 9th against Stockton University. Ball in the circle, cleared out by Alvernia, now getting towards the 10-second mark. And now, Profs still trying to hold the ball. Alvernia gets it, tries to come down towards midfield, but Time's going to run out on the Golden Wolves, and that'll do it. So the Rowan University Profs, number 2 ranked team in all of Division III field hockey, come out with a big win here inside Coach Richard Wacker Stadium in Glassboro, New Jersey. A 2-0 victory over the Alvernia University Golden Wolves. And Tony, we had talked about it throughout the entire broadcast. The thing that really led this team through this game was that stout defense. Now with the shutout here, that's 3 shutouts in their last 4 games. The defense has been great. Morgan Novak has been a brick wall in the net, and then when you have the offense just being able to pull goals out of a hat the way they were able to tonight, this Profs team looks almost unstoppable.
Yeah, the team is just playing sensationally right now. They're an offensive threat, but yeah, as you said, no one talks about is their defense. Their defense is outstanding right now, multiple shutouts, and they're looking to just keep it up no matter who they play. They don't take anyone lightly, and they only look to compete and play at the highest level.
You're exactly right, and this Profs team right now flying high and playing at pretty much almost the highest level you can be. Number 2 ranked team in the country, vying for that number 1 spot in the nation. They get a win today and improve to 7-0. Meanwhile, the Alvernia University Golden Wolves fall to 5-4 on the season. And once again, just a reminder, Profs' next game will be on Sunday, September 29th, where they'll travel to the University of Lynchburg and take them on and try and improve to 8-0 in that game. But before we close things out, just a quick recap. Of course, Profs get the 2-0 victory over Alvernia University. First goal of the game was scored by Casey Wagner back in the first quarter. Assist came from Bridget Guinan. And in the second quarter, in the dwindling seconds of that one, Christina Hovell tallied her 11th goal and team leading 11th goal on the year off a penalty stroke. And the Profs went up 2-0. And once the second half started, never looked back. Couldn't get another goal, but the defense really held them in there. So take a look at the final stats for the teams. 22 shots, Tony, for the Profs, only 5 for Alvernia. 15 corners for Rowan compared to Alvernia's 4. 14 shots on goal for Rowan, only 4 for Alvernia. And the saves column, Alvernia with 12, Rowan with 4. But Rowan was able to get 21 shots away in the contest. So if there's one thing that you think the Profs can take away from this game, Tony, what do you think that would be?
I think that one thing they could take away is just keep playing at that stout defensive level. That's where they're going to win games. They have plenty of offensive different makers between Casino, like Guinan and Hovell, but they got to keep that defensive play up right now, and that is really where they dominate. Once they have that great defense going, they commit easy, quick turnovers and take advantage of that and really push on the offense. Their players are fast. They have great stick handling skills, and they have great chemistry out there on the field.
Well, the Profs certainly a well-balanced team all around, as Tony just mentioned, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and the offense gets the job done too as well. Once again tonight, final score here from Coach Richard Wacker Stadium, your Rowan University Profs 2, Alvernia University Golden Wolves 0. And I'm Mark Shelley from my broadcast partner, Tony Fedori. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and keep on watching Rowan Sports on RowanAthletics.com. Have a great night, everybody.
These are your teams, your players, your community of fans. This is where they play, where they practice, where you cheer at every meet, every event, every game. Your community is passionate.